will know somebody at the moment who is trapped either in rented accommodation or they're in, substandard accommodation or they're in temporary accommodation because we don't have the social housing we need in this country.
Well, yes, you say you want decent homes for everybody, but you're the one that decided that Labour Lords should vote against the government's nutrient neutrality plans, which they claim would have seen 100,000 new homes built.
To get round the table to make that happen, we put an amendment down which could have delivered on the programme. The government weren't listening. We don't believe that you have to wreck our environment to deliver the homes. We can do both of those things.
Free speech or controlled discourse, innovation or regulation. These are the battle lines being drawn in a major showdown between Elon Musk and the UK government. Before we continue, we like to ask a small favor. If you enjoy this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Did you hit subscribe? Thank you so much. Now, let's get back to it. As the dust settles, an unexpected figure is stepping up as a potential key player. We're about to reveal the power struggle that is reshaping British politics. Tesla's former owner and SpaceX's founder now has his eyes set on UK politics. Elon Musk's online commentary knows no borders, and he's recently focused on the Labour government in Britain, specifically targeting Prime Minister Kier Starmer. Musk tweeted that the British people are fed up with what he called a tyrannical police state, accompanied by a petition that demands the government's attention. Initially, the petition had 1 million signatures. After Musk's retweet, it surged to over 2 million, making it an issue the government can no longer ignore. Musk's latest Twitter barrage against Labour has shaken up the UK political landscape. But this isn't just another celebrity feud. This is a clash of ideologies that strikes at the heart of British democracy. His critiques of Labour leadership, especially of Kier Starmer, go beyond simple political disagreement. Musk has accused Starmer of releasing criminals while prosecuting individuals for social media posts, painting a picture of a two-tiered justice system under Labour's watch. These aren't random attacks. They are carefully aimed at Labour's core policies. At the center of this ideological battle is the issue of free speech. Musk claims that Labour's approach to online regulation is excessive and restrictive, endangering both innovation and individual freedoms. He's even likened their policies to a totalitarian regime, expressing deep concern over the level of government control. Musk's message is clear. Governments shouldn't dictate what can and cannot be said online, even when it involves controversial opinions. Labour's response has been dismissive, with Starmer shrugging off Musk's criticisms by highlighting positive feedback from other business leaders about the UK's investment climate. But this raises a critical question. Is Labour genuinely addressing concerns about free speech and government overreach, or are they just trying to protect their public image? The stakes in this battle continue to rise. Musk has hinted at potential consequences for UK-Tesla relations, adding economic tension to an already intense political debate. But what really has people talking is a suggestion of possibly donating $100 million to Nigel Farage's Reform UK party, which could shake up the traditional two-party system in Britain. Such a move could reshape UK politics in ways we've never seen before. It's no longer just about Labour versus Conservatives. It's about an entrenched political order being challenged by an outsider with deep pockets. Musk's critiques and potential financial backing for an alternative party reflect a growing dissatisfaction with both major parties, portraying them as disconnected from the public's needs and concerns. Though the confrontation between Musk and Labour seems intense, it's just the beginning. A new figure is stepping into the spotlight, someone who stands to gain significantly from this ideological conflict. The political landscape is shifting, and the next stage of this unfolding drama could bring even more unexpected twists. While Musk and Labour exchange blows, a familiar face is quietly consolidating power. Nigel Farage, long dismissed by the political establishment, is experiencing a surge in popularity that's causing a stir in Westminster. What's fueling this sudden change, and could it permanently reshape the UK's political landscape? Once seen as a fringe player, Farage has cleverly positioned himself to capitalize on the growing discontent among British voters. His transition from the face of Brexit to a potential kingmaker is nothing short of astonishing. How did he achieve this political revival? Farage's recent policy stances seem designed to tap into public frustration. He's taken aim at Labour's immigration policies, arguing that they prioritize migrants over British citizens. This message resonates strongly amid the ongoing housing crisis, with Farage accusing Labour of being disconnected from the needs of the people. His straightforward communication style, focusing on issues like housing shortages and rising living costs, has struck a chord with voters who feel abandoned by the political elite. The Reform UK Party, under Farage's leadership, has seen a notable increase in membership, with many people joining out of dissatisfaction with both Labour and the Conservatives. This isn't just a minor trend. It's part of a broader movement of rising public interest in Reform UK's platform. The question now is whether this newfound popularity will last or is just a temporary protest vote. Farage's critiques aren't limited to domestic policies. He has aligned himself with Musk's condemnation of Labour's approach to online regulation, underscoring the importance of free speech. This stance strengthens his image as a defender of individual liberties, positioning him against what he portrays as an overreaching government. The political establishment is scrambling as Farage's message reaches beyond his traditional supporters. His growing media presence and increased social media engagement indicate a rising public interest in his political message. This shift is forcing both Labour and the Conservatives to rethink their strategies. But the real game changer might still be on the horizon. If Musk's rumored financial support for Reform UK comes to pass, it could give Farage the resources needed to seriously challenge the two-party system. The prospect of a well-funded outsider party is causing unease in Westminster as the next election approaches. Nigel Farage is suddenly becoming a major player in UK politics. His ability to tap into public discontent and present himself as a viable alternative to the established parties has given him a new level of influence. Whether you see him as a populist agitator or a necessary voice of dissent, one thing is certain. Farage is reshaping the political landscape in ways few would have predicted. The UK's political scene is changing in ways that would have seemed unimaginable just a few years ago. Musk's clash with Labour and Farage's unexpected resurgence are more than just political theatrics. They are signs of a deeper transformation in British democracy. As Prime Minister Rishi Sunak prepares to host an investment summit aimed at bringing billions in funding, Musk's absence, due to his controversial social media activity, underscores the growing tension between economic interests and political ideologies. Meanwhile, experts predict that Reform UK could become a major political force if these trends continue. This realignment isn't happening in isolation. History shows that populist movements can lead to long-term changes in governance. As the next election draws closer, British voters aren't just choosing between parties. They're deciding the future direction of their democracy. The choices made in the coming months could reshape the nation for generations to come.